What's going on, guys? This is going to be a pretty short review of the Grove leather back for the iPhone and the iPhone 4S. As you can see, I have it right here on the back of the iPhone, and what I've done is I've constructed, a pretty short and sweet pros and cons list. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. The first pro is that this is pretty durable stuff. As you can see, I've had this on for about a week now, and there's really no nicks or anything. I mean, there's like a little line, you barely see it right there, but other than that, it really is pretty much just the way it was given to me. You see maybe like one more little thing right there. But overall, it's definitely very durable, in and out of my pocket all week, many times during the day, always in my hands, things like that. As you can see, there's really not much dirt on it either, and most cases, they get scratched and stuff, but I really don't see any scratches really sticking out at me here, so the quality is definitely very good. The second pro I have is that they offer unique designs. I've never seen a phone that has this design on it, or really anything close to it. So if you're one of those people that don't want to get, a run-of-the-mill case because everyone else has it, or you just want your phone to stick out somehow, this is definitely a way to go while protecting the back of your phone. Like I said, they are pretty durable, and they are pretty easy to remove. All you really have to do is peel it back like that, and you're good to go. The third pro I have is that, like some cases do, this one does not affect the camera or the flash at all. All my pictures that I took with this came out very nice. Even in low light situations, the flash worked great. So while this is sort of thick, and I'll talk about that later, I mean, it's leather, I really wouldn't think it'd be much thinner, but while it is a little thick, that was one of my worries, is that the flash, it would be sort of, cut off or have that circle effect on pictures. That just absolutely wasn't the case here, and I really didn't align this perfectly. I mean, as you can see, there's a little more space down here than up there, so it's not exactly, right with the circle, but even that, I just don't see it at all in any of my pictures, so that was definitely a nice, pleasant surprise. And the last pro I have is that it really doesn't affect the overall feel of the phone. A lot of times, like this, you can't even tell, even from up to, like this angle that I even have it on. The phone still feels nice and thin. Like, it's not like some cases where it kind of gives the phone some more bulk and things like that. So this definitely keeps the phone at a pretty thin profile, very nice feeling in the hands. So now moving on to my cons, and the first one isn't a con of this case, it's just, like sort of a con of leather. They really don't like water too much. Now I did get this a little wet, and you really can't tell, but that's probably not something that you'd want to keep on doing, just, with leather and just the way these things are cut out. I would assume that water would sort of make this deteriorate faster, so I would definitely try to keep this out of moisture. The second con I have is that, obviously, it covers the back of the phone. If you guys are like me, then, in my opinion, the back of the phone looks even better than the front, and I really love showing off the back of my phone, which is why I have, a clear case like this, because it protects it and preserves that back of the phone, like that look that it gives off. So this does cover the back of the phone. So if you're someone that likes to see the Apple logo on the back of your phone, there is no cutout here or anything. So that would be nice to see. Maybe like instead of this, they can have like a little cutout for the Apple logo or something. But I mean, that would sort of ruin the overall like leather feel, or maybe even just carve an Apple logo. That'd be very hard to do. But I imagine it could be done. But it will cover up the entire back of your phone. And the last con I have of this, which may or may not be a con for you, is that this really won't work in any other iPhone cases. And so to demonstrate that, I had that clear case that you guys just saw. If I go ahead and try to put this into a point where I can still see this and it's protected, as you can see right here, the buttons don't really line up, so I mean they are not flush. So you really can't use most cases. I would say most. I haven't tried all the cases, obviously, but I would say that most cases will not work with your phone. It just adds, that little bit of bulk to your phone. That's really not noticeable when you hold it in your hand, but it's very noticeable when a case is meant to fit perfectly with the phone. So a clear case like this, you may want to, protect it from things like water and things like that, but it just will not work. And it's also worth pointing out that if you're someone like me that uses the dock here at your desktop or something to charge it, just this little bit of thickness, it makes it so that it just simply will not fit in the dock. It's very close, but as you can see right there, Apple makes their things to fit perfectly, and so just that little bit of thickness is enough for it not to fit in the dock. So I was sort of bummed about that. I thought it would just, kind of squeeze in there, but it was unfortunately not able to fit in the dock. But overall, the pros definitely outweigh the cons with this product, I think, especially if you're someone that's into leather designs like this, or I mean, you just like the feel of leather in general. So between the unique designs and the very durable feel of this, I would definitely recommend this. They do run for $29, but you can get a lot of different designs, and I believe pretty soon they're actually going to allow custom designs. So that'd be really cool, because then you have a very unique feel. Like if I had one of these that said CPU Kid or like Bob on it, I think that'd be pretty cool, because no one else would really have anything like that. Well, maybe Bob, that's pretty common, but you guys get where I'm coming from with this. So overall, I would definitely recommend this product if you're into things like leather. However, if you really want to change cases all the time, or if you want to see that Apple logo gleaming on the back of your phone, then this may not be the product for you. However, like I said, very durable and definitely a unique look to your phone. And one more thing before I decide to go, I'm sure I'm going to get questions about this, whether if it comes time to take this off, if it's going to leave a sticky residue. Let's go ahead and find out. So I'm going to take it by the corner here, like so, and simply peel it off. So it is still sticky, so you may be able to put this somewhere on it, like for a safe day, somewhere that dust won't get on this, and it may be able to stick again, as a matter of fact, something that's very cool. And looking on the phone here, I don't see any residue of any kind. So that's very cool that you're not going to have to get the Goo Gone out and sort of wipe this thing down. And overall, the phone, it definitely does still feel just like it was before I put that thing on. So that's very cool. I think I might just go ahead and wear this one for a couple days. But that's something I just wanted to point out real quick. So before I ramble anymore, thank you guys very much for watching. I'm at CPU Kid on Twitter. And before I go, I'll go ahead and give you one last look at this guy. This one's really hard to see because it's darker. But here you go, kind of like a little circle dude with a mustache up there, pretty sweet. So as I said, I'm at CPU Kid on Twitter. If you have any questions, please comment down below whether you think these will be good for you or not. Also be sure to like this video, I definitely appreciate that. And before I ramble anymore, thank you guys very much for watching.